So this is second method of solving three unknown or simultaneous equation. So now using of CRAMMERS rules of solving simultaneous equation. So you can subscribe through my YouTube channel by searching A.A.SOLOMON. And you will see interesting topic that you can watch and understand. So let's continue. So this kind of method, so this is the formula for this kind of method. So you have your, okay, let's do it like this. Let's change this simultaneous to matrix form. So this is going to be 2, 1, 3, minus 3, 4, 1, then minus 1, 2, minus 4. You draw your line equals to, you are going to have 1, 2, 3. So you take this, you bring it inside. So you are going to have 2, 1, 3, minus 3, 4, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 4. Then you are going to have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So if you are bringing this inside, we change to what? Minus. So do we understand? So let's check for the formulas. We have formulas for this. We have our A0. Our A0 is going to be A1, A2, A3. B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. There is our what? Our determinant 0. So this, our determinant 1, this one is representing x. So we are going to have B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3, D1, D2, D3. So now the next formula is y. We are going to have A1, A2, A3. So we are going to have C1, C2, C3, D1, then D2, then D3. Then we move to Z, which is determinant 3. We are going to have A1, A2, A3, what? B1, B2, B3 is going to go D1, D2, D3. So do you understand this formula? So this is the formula to solve the three unknown or simultaneous equation. So using CRAMMERS rules to solve three unknowns of simultaneous equation. So this is the formula. So this represent this as what? A. All this one as what? A1, B, C, D. Do you understand? So now let's solve. Let me use the down one. Let's solve. Let me manage this space. So let's solve for this determinant of 0. We have A. Our A is this. A to BC. This is A to BC. A to BC. Everything here. So you are going to have 2, 1, 3. You are going to have minus 3, 4, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 4. Then you say 2, you take 2 out. This times this. So you are going to have 4, 1, 2, minus 4. You clear it. So you have plus, minus, plus. So this will change to what? Plus. Minus times minus will change to plus. You have 3. You have this. Do you understand? So this and this. You are going to have 1, 3, 2, minus 4. So you are going to have minus 1, this. You're going to have this. 1, 3, 4, 1. So let's solve. You are going to have what? Determinant 0. Are we seeing it? I think it's blood. So for determinant 0, we are going to say 2, open bracket, 4 times minus 4 minus this times this will give us minus 1. Do you understand? So you have plus 3. This times this will give us 1 times minus 4 minus 3 times 2, close bracket, minus 1 outside. You open your bracket, this times this, 1 times 1, minus 3 times this. Do you understand? So we move forward. So you are going to have 2, 4 times minus 4 will give us minus 16. Then minus 2 times 2 will give us minus 2. Plus minus 1 times minus 4 will give us minus 4. Minus 3 times 3 will give us minus 6. Minus 1. Then 1 times 3 will give us 1. Then this will give us minus 12. Hope we are getting it. Are we getting it? Okay. So we are going to say our determinant 0 equals to what? 2, open bracket, minus 16 minus 2 will give us minus 18. Plus 3, minus 4 minus 6 will give us minus 10. Minus 1, minus 1 minus 12 will give us minus 11. Hope we are getting it. Hope you are getting it. Let me do this today. Let me bring it down. So now we are going to say determinant 0 equals to what? This time this will give us minus what? 36. So this time this will give us minus what? 30. This time this will give us what? Plus what? 11. So minus 36 minus 30 will give us determinant 0 equals to what? Minus 66 plus 11. Minus 66 plus 11 equals to what? Determinant 0 equals to what? Minus 66 plus 11 equals to what? Determinant what? minus 55. Do we understand? Our determinant 0 is what? Minus 55. So let's move forward. We've already get our determinant 0 is equal to what? Minus 55. So let's move forward to our determinant what? 1. So our determinant 1 says is going to be what? Our determinant 1 formula says our B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3, D1, D2, D3, then is equals to, it's also the same thing as what? It's also the same thing as minus 3, 4, 1, then minus 1, 2, 4, yeah, so we have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So now we want to solve the determinant of this one. We want to solve the determinant of this solving of this matrix. So let's move on. So we are going to say minus 3, then you take this, you have 2 minus 2, minus 4, minus 3, plus, minus, plus. Minus times minus will give you plus 1. So you are going to choose what? This and this. When you close this, then you close this. It's going to remain 4, 1, minus 2, minus 3, then minus what? 1. Then you close this and you close this. You are going to have 4, 1, 2, minus what? 4. So do we understand? So let's solve. Our determinant 1 is equal to minus 3, open bracket, 2 times minus 3, close bracket, open bracket, minus 2 times minus 4. You close your bracket, then you open your bracket back. Do we understand? Then you come to this place again. So you're going to say 4 times 3 minus 2 times 1. Then you open your bracket with minus 1. You close it, open it like this. 4 times minus 4. Then minus 2 times 1. So now, let's move forward. So you are going to have determinant of 1 equals to minus 3, minus 6, minus 2 times minus 4 will give us plus 8, plus 1, 4 times 3 will give us 12, minus 2 times this will give us 2, plus minus times minus will give us plus 2, minus 1, 4 times this will give us minus 16, minus 4 times 4 will give us minus 16, 2 times 1 will give us minus 2. Hope we understand. So, let's continue. We have our A1 equals to minus 3, minus 6, minus 8 will give us minus 14, plus 1, then 12 plus 2 will give us 14. So I think I did mistake here. Okay, it seems I did mistake here. So from this place I said 4 times minus 3, here should be minus. Then 4 times minus 3 will give us minus. Do you understand? So this is going to be what? Minus 10. Minus 1 open bracket. Minus 16 minus 2 is going to give us minus 18. So do you understand? Hope it's clear. Do you understand what we are doing? So we are going to say okay, let's continue. Let's say our D1 is equal to minus 3 times minus 14 is going to give us 48. Then minus 10. Then minus 1 times minus 18 will give us plus 18. Okay, let's continue. So our D1 is equal to minus 48 minus 10 will give us 38 minus plus 18. So our D1 is equal to I said 3 times 14 is going to give us 42. So now we are going to have 50. So our D1 is what? 50. So minus 3 times minus 14 will give us plus 42. Do we understand? Will give us plus 42. So our answer for D1 is what? Plus 50. So we can write it up here. Our D1 is equal to what? Plus 50. So let's move to the other side. Or let's continue using this place. Let's clean it. Let me clean it so that it will. So let me clean this part. Let me solve for A, D2. Our D2 formula is A1, A2, A3, then C1, C2, C3, D1, D2, D3. Do you understand? So we are going to have our A1. Our A1 is going to be 2, 1, then 3 from the question. Then you are going to have minus 1, 2, minus 4. Then you are going to have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Do you understand? So we are going to say our D2 is equal to 2 minus 1. Sorry, our D2 is going to what? We take you close this part and close this part. We are going to have this 2 minus 2 minus 4 minus 3 plus minus plus 1. Then you are going to have, you take this, you close this part. You are going to have 1, 3 minus 2 minus 3. So you are going to have minus 1, 3, 2 minus 4. Do we understand? Hope we are getting the. So let's move on. So our D2 is equals to what? 2, you multiply this. So you're going to have open bracket 2 times minus 3 and minus times minus 2 times minus 4. Then you close your bracket. So you have plus 1. So this times this. 1 times minus 3 minus. Then 3 times minus 2. Then you close your bracket. Minus. Open bracket. 1 times minus 4 minus 3 times 2. You close your bracket. Do we understand now? Do we understand? So now, our D2 is equal to 2 times 2 minus 3 is going to give us minus 6. Then minus 2 times minus 4 will give us plus 8. Then it's going to be, minus 8. Then go to have 1. Minus 1 plus minus 3 will give us minus 3. 3 times minus 2 will give us 6. Then minus 6. Minus times minus will give us plus 6. Do you understand? So we are going to have minus 1. Then 1 times minus 4 will give us minus 4. Minus 6. 3 times 2 will give us 6. Minus 6. So let's continue. When you have A2, D2 is equals to 2 minus 6 minus 8 will give us minus 14. Then plus 1. Then minus 3 plus 6 will give us 3. Then minus 1. So minus 4 plus 6 will give us minus 10. Do you understand? So our D2 is equals to 2 times minus 14 will give us minus 28. So plus 3 plus 10. Minus 1 times minus 10 will give us plus 10. So do you understand? So let's continue. So when you have our D2 is equals to minus 28, this plus will give us 13. So our D2 is equals to what? Minus what? 15. So our D2 is equals to what? Minus 15. So when you have D2 equals to minus 28 plus 13. So minus 28 plus 13 will give us minus 15. Do we understand? So our let's write it up. Our D2 is what? Our D2 our D2 is also the same thing as what? So our D2 is also the same thing as minus 15. So let's continue. Let's go for D3. Let's go for D3. So our D3, our formula for D3 is equal to, our formula for D3 is going to be A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, D1, D2, D3. So equals to, so we are going to have, so we are going to have 2, 1, 3, then minus 3, 4, 1, then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Do we understand? In the question. So now we want to solve for D3. So our D3 is equal to 2. We have read here. So we are having this and this. 4, 1, minus 2, minus 3. So we have plus 3. You are going to have 1, 3, minus 2, minus 3. How am I getting it? This, you circle this. So minus, plus, plus. Do you understand? So this one will go. So you need this element. So you have 1, 3, minus 2, minus 3. So let's take this one too. Minus 1. So you draw your line. So you need this and this. 1, 3, then you have 4, and you have 1. Do you understand? So now we are going to proceed. So we have our D3 equals to 2 open bracket 4 times minus 3, then minus times minus 2 times 1. You close your bracket, plus 3, open your bracket. 1 times minus 3 minus 2, then 3 times 3, then minus 1. 1 times 1 minus 3 times 4. Do you understand? Let's continue. We are going to have our A3, our D3 is equal to what? 2. Then 4 times minus 3 will give us minus 12. Minus 2 times 1 will give us minus 2. Then minus 2 times 1 will give minus 1 will give us plus 2. You close your bracket, plus 3. So minus 3, minus 1 times 1 will give us minus 3. So minus 2 times 6 will give us minus 6, then minus 6 times minus 6, minus will give us plus 6. So we continue, 1. So 1 minus 12. So now we have our D3 equals to what? 2 times minus 12 plus 2 will give us minus 10. Close bracket, plus 3. So minus 3 plus 6 will give us 3. So minus 1, then minus 11. So D3 equals to 2 times minus 20 minus 10 will give us minus 20. So plus, so this times this will give us 9. Then minus 1 times minus 11 will give us plus 11. So our D3 equals to what? Minus 20 plus 20. Our D3 equals to 0. So do you understand? Our D3 is equals to what? 0. So let's solve the what? Let's solve our final answer. So let's solve our final answer. Our formula is our formula. Our D0 is minus 55, while our D1 is 50, while our D2 is minus 15, while our D3 is what? 0. So do you understand? So now the formula to calculate this final answer, is you are going to have x over d1, comma, minus y over d2, comma, z, comma, d3 equals to minus 1 over d0. So now we want to solve for what? Our d1. Our d1 is what? X. So our d1 is what? 50 equals to minus 1. What is our z? Our d0 is what? Minus 55. Are we correct? So this cancel this. So we are going to have, then we cross multiply. So 55s equals to what? 50. So our s is equals to what? 50 over what? 55. So our s is equals to what? 5 here, 5 here is going to be what? 10 over what? 10 over 11. So do we understand? Do we understand? So we move forward. The marker is not active again. So let's check for minus y. D2 equals to minus 1 over d0. So our minus y over our d2 is what? Minus 15 equals to minus 1 over minus 55. So minus cancel minus, minus cancel minus. So we are going to have, we cross multiply. So we are going to have 55y equals to 15. So y equals to 15 over 55. So 5 here, 5 here. So y is equals to what? 3 over what? 11. So let's solve for what? Our what? Z. Our z equals to d3 equals to what? Minus 1 over what? d0. Do you understand? Equals to what? d0. So we are going to have z equals to, our d0 is what? 0 equals to minus 1 over what? 55. Minus 55. So minus cancel minus. So we are going to have 55z equals to 0. So z equals to 0 over what? 55. So z is equals to what? 0. So our answer for x is what? 10 over what? 11. Then our answer for y is equals to what? 3 over what? 11. Then our answer for what? Our z is equals to what? Z is equal to z over z equals to what? 0. So you can see, so our answer, if you are using inverse and CRAMMERS rules, the answer is you are going to get the same answer. So that's all for today. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can type A.A.SOLOMON, then you can see many interesting topics you want to watch, and you will understand. Thank you.